Good morning, students. Welcome to today's lecture. In the last class, we discussed questions of exercise 2.3. Now, reciprocal of fractions. What do you mean by reciprocal? First of all, we will see here. When we interchange numerator and denominator, we get what is known as a reciprocal of the given fraction. So we all know a fraction is simply two terms in ratio. That means you have a numerator upon denominator. This is a normal fraction. So if you do a reciprocal of it, what will happen? This denominator will come in numerator and numerator will go in denominator like this. So what you are doing is you are interchanging the position of these two. That means it goes to this position, it goes to this position. This process is known as taking reciprocal. This reciprocal concept will be used mainly in the division process. Okay, it will help you a lot over there. Now for example, I have taken here, you have 3 upon 4, a fraction you are having 3 upon 4, in which 3 is your numerator and 4 is your denominator. If you apply the process of reciprocal on this fraction, what will happen? This 4 will come in numerator like this and this 3 will go in denominator. This is known as taking reciprocal, or we call it reciprocating the fraction. Okay. Now if you observe these two numbers, normal fraction and its reciprocal, if you multiply both of them, what answer will you get? You can see this 3 and 3 will cancel, this 4 and 4 will cancel, and you will get 1 as a answer. So we can generalize here that whenever we multiply a fraction with its reciprocal, whenever we multiply a fraction with its reciprocal, we always get 1 as a answer. Okay. There is exception for this, which we will discuss later on. Right now, we leave it. Now, for example, I have taken the above example, that is 3 by 4 as the fraction. Then we have taken multiplication sign and its reciprocal is 4 upon 3. You can see 4 will cut with 4. 4 ones are 4 ones are. 3 ones are 3 ones are. So 1 into 1 is 1 and 1 into 1 is upon 1. So that means answer is 1 only. We can say whenever we multiply a fraction with its reciprocal, the answer we'll be getting is 1. Got it? Now, we will discuss the concept of division of fractions by whole numbers. First, we will see division of a whole number by fraction. Then we will see division of fraction by a fraction only. Okay, so we will see two cases. Before that, I need to tell you that the concept that we have learned of reciprocating will be helping us here. Okay, suppose this is the question in front of you, 1 divided by 1 upon 2. So how to understand this thing? For this I have given you a video also. You should see that video for the concept. Now see, you can take this one as complete. This one is a complete circle. When it divided by half, that means you divide it in how many parts? Half parts. So half part here and half part here. After dividing, what you observe is how many parts you have got? You have got two parts. So we can say 1 divided by half means 2. That means there are two halves in 1. So we can say in a complete one, there are how many halves? Two halves, and that is the answer of this question. Now this is for understanding. To solve, we have a method. The method is very simple. You can see over here. Suppose you have 1 divided by half. What we do is we convert this division into multiplication. How? We write it like this. But I have told you we can change nothing which can change the answer. So we have to do one more thing while doing this conversion. We have to take reciprocal of second term. So this is your first term, second term. Whenever you make division into multiplication, you have to take reciprocal of second term, so that 1 remains same, division becomes multiplication, and 1 by 2 becomes 2 by 1. And now when you multiply them, what will happen? 1 2s are 2 and 1 1s are 1. So we can say answer is 2. Similarly, let's see the second example. Suppose a question comes like this: 1 divides by 1 upon 4, or we can say 1 divided by 1/4. We call it 1/4. Okay. Again, same thing. We have one complete circle in front of us. We call it 1. Now we have to divide it by 1 upon 4. So we need to find how many 1 by 4 can we obtain in this complete 1. Let's see. I have drawn these two lines. I've gone 4 portions, and each portion is how much? 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. To check, you can add these 4. What will you get? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So you have 4 fractions in front of you having same denominator, that is 4. So LCM is 4 only, and we will get 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 4 upon 4, and the answer is 1 only. So we are doing it correct. What we have done, we have made 4 parts of this one, and each part is how much? 1 upon 4. So we can say when we divide 1 by 1/4, we get 4 as answer. So we can say there are 4 parts. Now solving by the method, let's see. The method is very simple. This is the question in front of you. What we do, we convert this division into multiplication, and at the same time we have to convert or take reciprocal of this second term. Second term is 1 upon 4, it becomes 4 upon 1. Kindly note, this conversion of sign from division to multiplication and this reciprocation of second term should be done together. Okay, it will not be admissible that you first change the multiplication and then the next step you take reciprocal, because they both are together steps. Okay, so 1 into 4 will give you 4 as answer. Got it? Similarly, suppose you have a term 3 divided by 1 upon 4. This time you have to take 3 as complete. Earlier we had 1 as complete, now you have 3 as complete and divide by 1 upon 4. And you have to see how many parts are there in 3 which are equal to how much? 1 upon 4. Let's see. Simple thing, I have told you the first term will remain as it is, division becomes multiplication, and the second term, that is 1 upon 4, will be reciprocated, it becomes 4 upon 1. 3 4s are 12 and 1 1s are 1 only. So you can say there are 12 parts in a complete 3 which are equal to how much? 1 upon 4. So we say it like this, there are 12 1/4 in 3. Okay, I hope you got this. Any confusion, you can see that video one more time for the concept. Now in exercise 2.4 I am taking 2-3 example for your convenience so that you can solve remaining tomorrow when I give you the worksheet. Okay, suppose 6th part I am taking on question 1. It is having one whole number divided by a mixed fraction. We all know the method. Whatever question comes of division, same method is being applied. And the method says us to copy the first term as it is without any change. Okay, you can see here what we have done, copied. In the starting we have not made it a multiplication because it is mixed fraction. So first we have to make it normal fraction. After this we have got this number. Now we will use the process of division, in which first term is as it is, that is 5 upon 1, division becomes multiplication, and second term, that is 25 upon 7, becomes reciprocated, that is 7 upon 25. If you observe, in between these two fractions the symbol is of multiplication. I have told you, if the symbol is of multiplication between two fractions, you can simplify it very easily. But if the symbol was of plus, in that case you couldn't have cut these 5 and 25. But right now you can cut them as in between symbol is of multiplication. Okay, so what I have done, 5 into 7, 1 into 25. So before multiplying them, I am going to simplify. 5 ones are 5 fives are. So we have got 1 sevens are 7, 5 into 1 5. So answer is 7 upon 5. What do you think? Is it the correct answer or is it the final answer? No, because when you observe, you find it is a improper fraction. And we all know whenever we get an improper fraction, it is our moral responsibility to write it in the mixed fraction form. That is, we will divide like this and answer will become 1 2 upon 5. I hope you got this. Same procedure of division will be used in remaining parts that I give you tomorrow as a homework. Okay. Okay, question number 4. Question number second and third are very easy. That's why I'm not taking them. It is a simple question of reciprocal and all. Okay. The question number 4, fourth part. It is an example of fraction divided by another fraction. In question 1, we saw whole number divided by fraction. Now we are seeing a normal fraction divided by other fraction. Okay. Let's see what happens. First, we have to write this mixed fraction in normal form. So 3 2s are 6 plus 1, that is 7 upon 3 is the first fraction or the first term, and second term is as it is 3 upon 5. In between them, sign is of division, and we all know to do the division process, we have to go to the methodology that we have learned in the last questions, that we copy the first term as it is, we convert this division into multiplication sign, and at the same time we take reciprocal of second term. Second term is 3 upon 5, so we have written 5 upon 3. After this, you can see 7 5s are 35, 3 3s are 9. As nothing could be cut, so I have written like this. Again, improper fraction. When you divide it, answer becomes 3 8 upon 9. Now, talking about some common mistakes that is done by students at this stage, we have learned that in between, if sign is of multiplication, we can cut the numbers. Many students ignore this division sign and they, in a hurry to solve the question, cut this 3 with this 3, which is wrong, because that method that we have learned is for multiplication, and right now if you cut like this it would be wrong, because actual position of 3 after making it multiplication will come in denominator, so they both will get multiplied, not divide. Okay, so cutting like this will be wrong. First you convert into multiplication sign and then see at this step what is cutting or not. Don't try to cut it at this step. Okay, if you try to cut at this step, chances are more that you do a mistake. I hope you got this. Thank you. Have a nice day.